everyone. Good evening, beloved. I'm back again. I know that the last time I spoke to us was during the lockdown. Remember, I actually said that I don't record unless when I'm led by the Spirit. I believe that we're all well. I believe that we're all happy to be back online or back to work, back to church, and everything is going on well. Everyone is safe and fine. We give God the glory for that. Today I'm going to be talking about the sanctity of marriage. I know that it's a very sore topic and a lot of people talk about it, or a lot of people try to see what they have to say concerning that. It's unfortunate that when we go online and we get to read stories or blogs or things that people have to say, it's discouraging when you hear things concerning marriage. You hear of people beating up their wives, you hear of wives stabbing up their husband, or people maiming or killing themselves, all in the institution of marriage. This institution was created by God. It's an institution where people are supposed to acknowledge and reverence. But at the end of the day now, it's an institution where nobody even wants to go into it. The singles are running away from it, the married are running away from it. So there are lots of divorce around, and there are lots of people that are trying to count their losses because of what this institution has done to them. But at the end of the day, really, we need to understand that marriage is a lifelong commitment. Marriage is more than a physical union. It's a spiritual and an emotional union. It's not something that we toy with. We've got our elderly ones or mothers or friends of people that we know that have been in this institution for 70 years, 50 years, 20 years, 27 years, and so on. So what is wrong with this generation that we cannot even keep this institution together? It seems as if people do not understand that it goes along. There's a lot of things committed into the relationship called marriage, or the institution called marriage. We tend to think that we know a lot, and I think most of the time people don't seem to understand themselves anymore. They've grown out of love that there is nothing that now connects them together, or they've even forgotten the reason why they were even married in the first place. So I think we need to bring ourselves back and ask ourselves, what were the things that attracted us to one another in the first place? What are the things that we've missed? What are the things that we've lost along the line? How can we get ourselves back together? It's not about the children. It's not about what we want. It's not a selfish thing. It's something that involves two people. Why is it so easy for the man to sit down and chat with his girlfriend from morning till night and he's not tired? But it's so hard for him to communicate with his wife, not even a hello, or not even to respond to a message from his wife, but he can respond to messages from his girlfriends. So women, have you asked yourself, what are we doing wrong, and what are these girls doing that is making this men to be attracted to them, that is making this men to go after our spouses? Because it's very important for us to know that it consists of understanding. Everyone has to understand themselves. We have to have mutual respect for one another. It's not about, oh, I'm from a rich home, or oh, I'm doing this, or oh, I'm the CEO, or I'm this, and when I come home, I can't submit myself to you. No, even the Bible talks about submission when it comes to women. But men need to understand, it's not about submission alone. It's not only for the woman. Even the man has something to offer. So it's better for us to begin to understand ourselves, begin to have mutual respect, have trust. We have to have faith, because if we have faith in God, why can't we have faith in the marriage, the institution? Then love is very important. It's not about just talking about love with your mouth. You have to really, really unconditionally love that person. You have to learn to forgive. Forgiveness is key. It's not easy, but if God can forgive our numerous offenses, then why can't we forgive the person that sleeps beside us every night? We must learn to communicate. Communication is key, and that is one of the key aspects that is lost in most of the marriages lately. People don't communicate anymore. People don't even talk to themselves. But the question is, we are used to, it's an African thing. Yes, the men can cheat, but the women cannot cheat. I read online, or I read stories, or I hear stories about the men not trying to accept the fact that the woman can cheat? Why is it that it is only the men that can cheat and the women cannot cheat? Where is it written that the man can eat his cake and have it? But I've never heard of where a man hears that his wife cheated and he did not go bonkers. But the women get to hear this every day and they just take it like, okay, it's a norm, there's nothing we can do about that. But the men hear it and they cannot take it. So guys, please ask yourself questions. If you know you cannot stand hearing that your wife is cheating on you, why do you think she's going to stand you cheating on her? If she overlooks certain things does not mean that it's right or it's the norm. So these are things that you need to start questioning yourself and changing your narrative. You also need to understand that for every person that you sleep with out there, you're depositing a part of your spirit with the person. The person is also leaving a spirit with you. You will take that spirit home and put into your wife. You go out there and you sleep with multiple women. You come back home and put multiple spirit, good, bad, evil, different things into that same person. And you expect that the devil will not thrive in your home. For goodness sake, the marriage is something that belongs to God. It's something that everyone has to walk into it. Where three are gathered. So that is you, your wife, and God. And when you communicate with him, you ask him to come into your marriage, there is nowhere the devil will find his way into your home. Why is it that the devil is interested in destroying marriages? Because he knows that people do no longer bring God into that marriage. So it's very important for us to ask ourselves, where have we gone wrong? Husbands, please ask yourself that question. It is not about the wife. It's a collective interest. She is not the only one that can make it work. You also have a role to play in making this work. So please, even if your marriage is perfect, you need to understand that no matter how perfect it is, it doesn't hurt you to invite the Lord into it. It doesn't hurt you to go through some scriptures, pray with your husband, pray before you go to bed, pray when you wake up, bless him, he blesses you, bless your home, call God into it. Because no matter how much you try, there's no manual that talks about marriage, there's no manual that tells you the obstacles and the things that you're going to face. You have to learn it yourself. Like somebody once said, marriage is a prison and you have to choose your prison mate wisely. So why do we want to be with people that we cannot even stand, or people that after a few moments we just tell ourselves that, what exactly did I see in this person, or why am I even with this person? So please, beloved, I don't know what your challenges are. I don't know what you're facing in your marriage or in your relationship with your partners, but I believe that by the time we begin to engage God into our home and into our life, the devil is going to stay clear from us, because he doesn't strive where there is God. We need to understand that. So there's so many scriptures that you can go to and read concerning marriage, especially Songs of Solomon, even in Ephesians, in Proverbs, in Peter's, and even in 1 Corinthians. There are so many scriptures that actually talks about marriage. But I'm just going to leave you with the words from Proverbs 24:3-4. It says that by wisdom a house is built, by understanding it is made strong, by knowledge its storehouse are filled with riches of every kind, rare and desirable. We all want something good for ourselves, and we all need God in whatever we're doing. I don't know who this message is for. Even I also learn from the messages. The same way I go online and listen to people and all. You might say that, yes, I'm not a preacher, but at the end of the day, we're all here to learn from one another. But I just hope that this message is touching someone out there. For the men, please learn to understand your wife. Learn to understand that there is more to this institution called marriage. It is not all about the woman. If you're not going to tolerate what you're doing to the woman, then I think it's time you begin to ask yourself questions. Let us walk in the right path so that our children do not learn things that are not of the Lord. I leave you all till next time, and I want you to stay blessed and always remember that God remains God, and we have no one to run to except him. Bye.